The term overseas Pakistani is officially recognized by the government of Pakistan. The Ministry of Overseas Pakistanis was established in 2008 to deal exclusively with all matters of overseas Pakistanis, such as attending to their needs and problems, developing projects for their welfare, and working for resolution of their problems and issues. Overseas Pakistanis are the second largest source of foreign exchange remittances to Pakistan after exports. Over the last several years, home remittances have maintained a steadily rising trend, with a more than 100% increase from $8.9 billion in 2009-10 to $19.9 billion in 2015-16. The Overseas Pakistani Division, OPD, was created in September 2004 within the Ministry of Labour, MOL. It has since recognized the importance of overseas Pakistanis and their contribution to the nation's economy. Together with community welfare attaches, CWAs, and the Overseas Pakistanis Foundation, OPF, the OPD is making efforts to improve the welfare of Pakistanis who reside abroad. The division aims to provide better services through improved facilities at airports, and suitable schemes for housing, education, and health care. It also facilitates the reintegration into society of returning overseas Pakistanis. Notable members of the Pakistani diaspora include the London Mayor Sadiq Khan, the UK Cabinet member Sajid Javid, the former UK Conservative Party chair Baroness Warsai, the singers Zayn Malik and Nadia Ali, MIT physics professor Nergis Maival Vala, the actors Riz Ahmed and Kumail Nanjiani, the businessman Shahid Khan and Sir Anwar Pervez, Boston University professors Adil Najam and Hamid Nawab, Texas A&M professor Muhammad Suhail Zubairi, Yale professor Cyrus Hulari, UC San Diego professor Farooq Azam and the historian Aisha Jalal. Literature and philosophy. Main articles: Literature of Pakistan, Urdu poetry, and Pakistani philosophy. Pakistan has literature in Urdu, Sindhi, Punjabi, Pashto, Balochi, Persian, English, and many other languages. The Pakistan Academy of Letters is a large literary community that promotes literature and poetry in Pakistan and abroad. The National Library publishes and promotes literature in the country. Before the 19th century, Pakistani literature consisted mainly of lyric and religious poetry and mystical and folkloric works. During the colonial period, native literary figures were influenced by Western literary realism and took up increasingly varied topics and narrative forms. Prose fiction is now very popular. The national poet of Pakistan, Muhammad Iqbal, wrote poetry in Urdu and Persian. He was a strong proponent of the political and spiritual revival of Islamic civilization and encouraged Muslims all over the world to bring about a successful revolution. Well-known figures in contemporary Pakistani Urdu literature include Josh Malai Habedi Faiz Ahmed Faiz and Saadat Hassan Manto. Saida Quain and Golgi are known for their calligraphy and paintings. The Sufi poets Shah Abdul Latif, Buli Shah, Mian Muhammad Bakhsh, and Khawaja Farid enjoy considerable popularity in Pakistan. Mirza Khalid Beg has been termed the father of modern Sindhi prose. Historically, philosophical development in the country was dominated by Muhammad Iqbal, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, Muhammad Asad, Maududi, and Muhammad Ali Yoha. Ideas from British and American philosophy greatly shaped philosophical development in Pakistan. Analysts such as M. Sharif and Safar Hassan established the first major Pakistani philosophical movement in 1947. After the 1971 war, philosophers such as Jalaluddin Abdurrahim, Jian Chandani, and Malik Khalid incorporated Marxism into Pakistan's philosophical thinking. Influential work by Manzoor Ahmed, John Elia, Hassan Askari Rizvi, and Abdul Khalik brought mainstream social, political, and analytical philosophy to the fore in academia. Works by Noam Chomsky have influenced philosophical ideas in various fields of social and political philosophy. Architecture. Main articles: Pakistani architecture and Hindu, Jain and Buddhist architectural heritage of Pakistan. The tomb of Shah Rani Alam is part of Pakistan's Sufi heritage. 4 periods are recognized in Pakistani architecture: pre-Islamic, Islamic, colonial, and post-colonial. With the beginning of the Indus civilization around the middle of the 3rd millennium BCE, an advanced urban culture developed for the first time in the region, with large buildings, some of which survive to this day. Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and Kotdiji are among the pre-Islamic settlements that are now tourist attractions. The rise of Buddhism and the influence of Greek civilization led to the development of a Greco-Buddhist style, starting from the 1st century CE. The high point of this era was the Gandhara style. An example of Buddhist architecture is the ruins of the Buddhist monastery Taktai Bahai in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The arrival of Islam in what is today Pakistan meant the sudden end of Buddhist architecture in the area and a smooth transition to the predominantly pictureless Islamic architecture. The most important Indo-Islamic style building still standing is the tomb of the Shah Rani Alam in Multan. During the Mughal era, design elements of Persian Islamic architecture were fused with and often produced playful forms of Hindustani art. Lahore, as the occasional residence of Mughal rulers, contains many important buildings from the empire. Most prominent among them are the Badshahai Mosque, the fortress of Lahore with the famous Alamjayari Gate, the colourful, Mughal-style Wazir Khan Mosque, the Shalimar Gardens in Lahore, and the Shah Jahan Mosque in Thatta. In the British colonial period, predominantly functional buildings of the Indo-European representative style developed from a mixture of European and Indian Islamic components. Post-colonial national identity is expressed in modern structures such as the Faisal Mosque, the Minar-e-Pakistan, and the Mazar-e-Quaid. Several examples of architectural infrastructure demonstrating the influence of British design can be found in Lahore, Peshawar, and Karachi. Food and drink. Main article: Pakistani cuisine. Traditional food. Pakistani cuisine is similar to that of other regions of South Asia, with some of it being originated from the royal kitchens of 16th century Mughal emperors. Most of those dishes have their roots in British, Indian, Central Asian and Middle Eastern cuisine. Unlike Middle Eastern cuisine, Pakistani cooking uses large quantities of spices, herbs, and seasoning. Garlic, ginger, turmeric, red chili, and garam masala are used in most dishes, and home cooking regularly includes curry. Roti, a thin flatbread made from wheat, is a staple food, usually served with curry, meat, vegetables, and lentils. Rice is also common. It is served plain, fried with spices, and in sweet dishes. Lassi is a traditional drink in the Punjab region. Black tea with milk and sugar is popular throughout Pakistan and is consumed daily by most of the population. Sohan halwa is a popular sweet dish from the southern region of Punjab province and is enjoyed all over Pakistan. Sports. Main article: Sport in Pakistan. Cricket is the most popular sport in Pakistan. Football has also gained popularity in recent years, and is the second most popular sport in the country. Field hockey is the national sport, and was popular for several decades, with some of Pakistan's greatest sporting accomplishments having taken place in this sport, along with squash. Polo and traditional sports like kabaddi and other well-known games are also played. In cricket, the country has had an array of success in the sport over the years, and has the distinct achievement of having won each of the major ICC international cricket tournaments, ICC Cricket World Cup, ICC World 2020, and ICC Champions Trophy, as well as the ICC Test Championship. Pakistan Super League is one of the largest cricket leagues of the world with a brand value of about Rs 32.26 billion, $110 million. Football in Pakistan is as old as the country itself. Shortly after the creation of Pakistan in 1947, the Pakistan Football Federation was created, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah became its first patron-in-chief. Pakistan is known as one of the best manufacturers of the official FIFA World Cup ball. In field hockey, Pakistan is one of the most successful national teams with a record 4 Hockey World Cup wins, 8 Asian Games gold medals, 3 gold medals in the Olympic Games, and the only Asian team to have won the prestigious Champions Trophy, with 3 championships. Squash player Jahangir Khan is widely regarded as the greatest squash player of all time, followed by Jamshid Khan. From 1981 to 1986, Jahangir was unbeaten and during that time won 555 consecutive matches, the longest winning streak by any athlete in top-level professional sport as recorded by Guinness World Records. The annual Chandar Polo Festival in northern Pakistan attracts international participants and is held at the world's highest polo ground. Pakistan has hosted or co-hosted several international sporting events: the 1989 and 2004 South Asian Games, the 1984, 1993, 1996 and 2003 World Squash Championships, the 1987 and 1996 Cricket World Cup, and the 1990 Hockey World Cup. Pakistan is set to host the 2023 South Asian Games, the 2023 Asia Cup, and the 2025 ICC Champions Trophy. See also: 1. Outline of Pakistan. 2. Administrative divisions of Pakistan. Notes. 1. Article 251 of the Constitution of Pakistan.
Good. I did finish reading, but I have to read it. I have to read it and again in the future, because that's a lot of information, and there's a lot more I like to read about Karachi and the food and geography and more cities, but I'm reading about India. It's getting dark and I will cook some hot foods